What's up, y'all? It is 1:26 p.m. March 11th. Y'all probably like, why is he still in his Sherpa hoodie? Because I'm chilling. But I really just acting on like not the impulses but the inspiration, as I talked about in the video that I made last night, about just getting things out when they come, if you feel that it's the right thing to do or right thing to say, or you feel like it's a message that needs to be heard. As I told you guys last night, I finished reading the book No More Mr. Nice Guy, and it was a very profound book, very impactful book. I think it's been the most eye-opening book in terms of getting to know myself and the things that I may not have wanted to recognize within myself. One of the things that it talked about at the end was, the last chapter is about purpose, right? So the last chapter is about understanding the limiting beliefs that you have, the self-sabotaging behavior that you may have that really allows you, or that doesn't allow you and restricts you from going after and pursuing the things you want. And there's a lot of different elements that exist within the quote unquote nice guy, but that term nice guy can really just be, it can really just be another name for it would just be someone that's scared, someone that is scared to really go after the things that they want due to the limiting beliefs that they have about themselves and the identity of who they are that has been so solidified within their minds. So using the book as a tool to kind of overcome these fears and to break out of that shell and to create a better image that I have of myself. And as people continue to create better images of themselves when they read the book or just have life experiences that allow them to grow and understand that they are more capable than they have come to believe themselves to be. So the last chapter, it talked about understanding that you can do it, right? And this is something that I kind of had a realization about within my own life without like the book, but the book further solidified the idea that if I look at somebody that I admire, right? If I look at this person and I see that they've done something great, what is really stopping me from doing that? Like, majority of us are just regular, ordinary people, right? We have gifts, that if utilized correctly can make us extraordinary. But however, the people that you look up to and you admire, they're just regular people who decided to use their will to go after the things that they wanted and stepping over the fears. Like, even as I've gotten more comfortable making these videos, there are still things that I'm not deeply afraid of, but I guess you could say deeply afraid of, because when I think about going and doing them, I think about the joy I would feel by experiencing the outcome. But there is still something in my chest that's like, like, it's like, oh my God, like I'm afraid, I'm afraid to do it. But I think that the same way I was afraid when I first started doing these videos, and now I'm not. Now it's become a normal thing. I have to keep reminding myself that as life goes on, I'm going to continue to overcome fears, right? There's always going to be a fear there. I don't think at any point in life you get to a point where you're fearless, but I think it's about being courageous enough to just go after the things and understand that fear is temporary. Like, fear is just when you're standing in the face of a challenge that you're not familiar with and you don't really understand or really have the best knowing of how it's going to turn out, but you see it though. Like, it's a weird experience. It's kind of like a paradox because you're afraid of how it's going to turn out, but in your mind you see how it can turn out if you do what you need to do. So that's something we just have to get comfortable with, and that's something I've been working on. Just like, okay, bro, like I know I'm scared, bro, and I have to admit I'm scared, bro. I'm not like this. I'm not a fucking superhero, but I guess I could be, if I just do it regardless. I don't think when I look at Batman, or Superman, I don't think that there is an absence of fear. When we look at our favorite superheroes or our favorite people, anybody that you admire, I don't believe that there is an absence of fear. I believe that fear is very much present, but I believe it's that strength and that belief in self and the belief in God, and the belief that you are meant to be doing something that is, bigger than your fears. Your fears cannot be bigger, and it will never be bigger. Your fears will never be bigger than the purpose that you have on your life or the goal that you need to be striving towards. The fear will never be bigger than that. It may seem bigger because it's a little bit closer to you, and you may view that that goal or that idealized version of life to be farther away. And that's just the law of some scientific principle. I don't know what it is, but the further things are away, the smaller they appear to be. But the closer something is to you, the bigger it seems to be, right? So you have this fear that is right up it's really inside of you. It's not even like in your face. It's really inside of you. So it kind of consumes you, and it takes over your whole body. But then when you really come to understand that the purpose that is placed within your life and the thing that you're supposed to be doing is tantamount to the fear that exists within you. It's like you just have to go forward, and as you continue to trek forward towards it, that fear will diminish until the point where it's not even there anymore. Like I said before, I don't have any fear when I get on here and talk to y'all, because I have done it so many times, right? But then, like I said, I'm still afraid in other areas. So this experience with talking to all of you has given me an understanding that fear is definitely going to be there. However, the more I move towards facing that fear and really just not even like disregarding the fear, like, okay, I'm scared, but I know what I can be if I just give myself the opportunity to be that. It's like, okay, cool. Well, I'll bypass the fear. I'll do it in the face of fear, and I'll do it scared, and I'll grow. And I'll embrace my growth, and I'll embrace the change that is inevitable by way of me moving towards the things that I need to be moving towards. Because if I continue to allow this fear to consume me, and I continue to allow this fear to keep me from going after the things that I want to go after, I'm going to stay in the same place. And one of the worst things is staying stagnant, bro. That creates room for so much chaos and just so much like unnecessary struggle by just staying complacent and content, and also reverting back to negative habits, things that you have overcome, which is often a self-sabotaging belief or mindset or habit that a lot of us deal with, is seeing the light at the end of the tunnel and turning backwards because the darkness is much more familiar, or that place of chaos is much more familiar. But we can see the gold, we can see the treasure right down there. We just have to keep going forward. But that fear often consumes us. But I'm telling you, as I tell myself all the time, just do it anyway, bro, and understand that you are great, right? You are great, and you have the ability to really do whatever it is that you want. And you are nothing different than those great people that you admire so deeply. These people that have inspired you, the people that have you in awe by way of them just being themselves. These are the people that live and these are our stars, and these are the people that show you and serve as an example that you can be whatever it is that you want to be. You can do whatever it is that you want to do, as long as you have the courage and you find it within yourself to overcome these fears that are oftentimes just an illusion of the environment around you, trying to keep you from living that purposeful life, that fulfilling life that you're destined to live. This destiny that has been placed over your life. All you have to do is step into it and not allow yourself to be like distracted, or not allow your opportunities or your dreams to be squandered by these petty fears and these petty emotions that are fleeting, but they're supposed to be fleeting. But a lot of us allow them to just stay and exist within us because, I don't know, we don't know anything else. We're not taught anything else, which is why I think that having the internet and having these abilities to speak, and just cameras and all the opportunities that we are blessed to have right now within this time, 2025, artificial intelligence, all of these different things that we can utilize to our advantage to have an impact on the world and have an impact on our own lives. We have the ability to change our lives every day. I was watching a DDG video. Yesterday, and he was talking about you just have to show up, just keep showing up, and like the consistency is a thing, and not showing up for your audience, but I interpreted that as just show up for yourself and you'll grow, because the goals are yours, bro. But the world needs us, bro. The world needs you to be who you are, because if not, if we have a race of people, or just people in general, are not allowing themselves to express themselves authentically, then we become like, remember that episode? Damn. Hey, niggas like, hey neighbor. Remember the episode of Fairly Odd Parents where Timmy Turner went to the world and he had the pink hat? He had the pink hat and he was in a world full of gray blobs, bro. That's what the world turns into if you don't allow yourself to be authentic, right? And if you don't allow yourself to go out and express the things that mean something to you, right? You're supposed to write a story, bro. And it's not going to be perfect chapter one. Like, the story never starts off perfect in chapter one. If that was the case, there would be no point of the story. Like, Harry Potter didn't accomplish everything he ever needed to do in the first movie, which is why we sit up there and watch those long ass movies, like great movies, but they're long bro, because we enjoy stories, bro, and we enjoy stories and we enjoy seeing them. So I say all that to say, or I say that specifically to say, write your story and be intentional about it and be serious about where it is that you want to go. And don't tolerate any distraction. Don't tolerate anything. Set the boundaries within your life to be able to live that life that you want to live, because you deserve it, right? You deserve it as long as you're willing to go get it. And it'll change. Like, just use your gift, and it'll create some change for you. I was scratching my back, by the way. You know what I'm saying? I could look crazy. But yeah, bro. That's all I wanted to say. I wanted to come on here and just speak real quick. I'm about to get out into the world. I want to go record some stuff. I want to get some things printed up just so I have a more solidified understanding of where it is that I'm going over the next few months, years, whatever. Once again, I thank all of you for watching. I express my gratitude for you just being here and being along with me during this journey as we grow and evolve together as people. As I play my part, I hope I inspire you to play your part as well. And in turn, inspire me to do things bigger than I'm already doing it. And I hope to meet all of you, or at least one of you, like somebody watching this. I hope to meet you, like you watching this. I hope to meet you, and we can exchange the inspiration that we have had on each other's lives, you know, or we can share our stories and get to know one another. So yeah, that's really what I wanted to come on here and talk about. So yeah, I thank all of you for watching this. Again, I am Nick Johnson, aka your favorite cousin. And if I haven't already, I officially welcome you all to the Purple Era. I'm gonna catch you on the next one.